Australia versus New Zealand, Shiraz versus Sauvignon Blanc. When it comes to wine from the Southern Hemisphere, two countries dominate the conversation, Australia and New Zealand. They sit side by side on the map, but their wine identities couldn't be more different. Australia is famous for bold, powerful Shiraz. New Zealand is known for crisp, aromatic Sauvignon Blanc. These two wines represent the soul of their countries, and they've become favorites around the world. Let's break down what you'll see, smell, taste, and feel when you pour Shiraz from Australia or Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. Let's start with Australia and Shiraz. Shiraz is the same grape as Syrah, but in Australia, it's taken on its own style. The warm climate and diverse regions shape the wine into something bold, ripe, and unmistakably Australian. When you pour Shiraz, the color is deep ruby to purple, often opaque. Smell it, and you'll find ripe dark fruit, blackberry, plum, and blueberry, along with spice notes of black pepper, licorice, and sometimes chocolate or coffee. In warmer regions, you may even notice jammy fruit or sweet spice. In cooler regions, Shiraz shows more pepper, herbs, and freshness. Taste it, and Shiraz is full-bodied, rich, and powerful. The flavors are intense: blackberry, plum, mocha, and spice. The tannins are firm but often polished, the acidity moderate, and the alcohol high, giving warmth and weight. Some Shiraz carries a smoky or meaty note, adding complexity. The finish is long, bold, and satisfying. Australia's most famous Shiraz comes from Barossa Valley and McLaren Vale. Barossa Shiraz is big, ripe, and concentrated, with dark fruit, chocolate, and spice. McLaren Vale Shiraz is slightly softer, with rich fruit and savory notes. In cooler regions like Hunter Valley or Yarra Valley, Shiraz is fresher, with red fruit, pepper, and more elegance. This shows how flexible Shiraz can be depending on where it's grown. Food pairings for Shiraz are straightforward: bold dishes for a bold wine. Think grilled steak, barbecue ribs, lamb chops, or anything with smoky flavors. Shiraz also pairs well with hearty stews, strong cheeses, or even dark chocolate. For vegetarians, it's fantastic with roasted mushrooms, eggplant, or lentil chili. Now let's cross the Tasman Sea to New Zealand and Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc has become New Zealand's flagship grape, and it's the reason the country shot to global fame in the wine world. The cool, maritime climate, especially in Marlborough, produces Sauvignon Blanc with intense aromatics and bright acidity. When you pour New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, the color is pale straw with green hues. Smell it, and you'll immediately notice vibrant aromas of lime, grapefruit, passionfruit, and gooseberry. Many also carry herbal notes like cut grass, green pepper, or fresh herbs. The aromas leap out of the glass. They're some of the most distinctive in the wine world. Taste it, and Sauvignon Blanc is crisp, zesty, and refreshing. The flavors are citrus-driven: lime, lemon, grapefruit, mixed with tropical fruit and herbal notes. The acidity is high, making the wine sharp and mouth-watering. The body is light to medium, the alcohol moderate, and the finish clean and lively. Some wines also show a mineral edge, especially from certain subregions of Marlborough. Other parts of New Zealand also produce Sauvignon Blanc. Hawke's Bay makes riper, rounder styles, while Martinborough produces more subtle, complex versions. But Marlborough remains the benchmark, known for its explosive aromatics and bright flavors. Food pairings for New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc are all about freshness. The wine's acidity makes it perfect with seafood. Think oysters, shrimp, or grilled fish. It also pairs beautifully with goat cheese, salads, and vegetable dishes. For spicy cuisine, like Thai or Vietnamese, its crisp fruit and herbal notes work beautifully. So how do Shiraz and Sauvignon Blanc compare? If you like wines that are bold, powerful, and fruit-driven, with dark fruit, spice, and richness, you'll love Australian Shiraz. It's a wine that makes a statement, full of warmth and intensity. If you like wines that are crisp, zesty, and refreshing, with citrus, tropical fruit, and herbal notes, you'll love New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It's a wine that wakes up your palate and feels lively and energetic. Spotting them in a blind tasting is easy. If the wine is dark, powerful, and full-bodied, with blackberry, plum, and pepper, it's probably Shiraz. If it's pale, crisp, and aromatic, with lime, passionfruit, and cut grass, it's probably Sauvignon Blanc. They couldn't be more different, which makes them fun to compare. Here's the takeaway. Australia and New Zealand may be neighbors, but their wines represent opposite ends of the spectrum. Shiraz is bold, ripe, and powerful. Sauvignon Blanc is crisp, zesty, and refreshing. Both are world-class, both are distinctive, and both are worth exploring. So the next time you pour a glass, ask yourself, do I want richness and power or freshness and zip? That's Shiraz versus Sauvignon Blanc. Two wines, two countries, two unforgettable expressions of the Southern Hemisphere.